In Dead Cells, players will be attempting to break free from their captivity by fighting their way out as a team. Players will traverse branching pathways leading to markets, mysterious doors, and various encounters, which often will include combat. Players work together controlling different characters with their own flavor of skills that can be upgraded and unlocked during each run, and as players make more and more attempts, they can create permanent changes to their game through unlocking blueprints and giving them permanent boosts. Players will determine which path they want to take, and as soon as you come up onto a new tile, you'll flip it over to see what it is before you. At times, you'll come across a market which will allow you to spend hard-earned teeth for upgrades. With doors, you're never sure what you might get. It may be a bonus or it may be a fight. Encounters make up the majority of gameplay, and here you'll get your hands dirty with combat. When going into combat, you will be directed to draw cards from enemy decks and create a battle line. Your characters then get a chance to act, and you will, as a team, play 3 cards. Cards will show an entire encounter worth of effects broken up over 3 rounds. At times, your card may direct your character to attack, loot, and use skills. It might not always be that you carry out an action each round. For example, this card would do a skill in the first round, an attack in the second, and there will be no action taken in the third round. Characters will activate from left to right on the board. Most of the time, it will lead to players going first taking their first round actions. Attacks will deal out damage to enemies and have different ranges. For example, this attack can only target the first enemy in line. As enemies are defeated, they will drop rewards that go into the team's inventory. There will often be items available during the encounter that can be collected by taking a loot action. This may be teeth, cells, or bits of meat, allowing a character to heal. Some actions call for a skill to be used. These skills at times will trigger an item or a weapon your character is holding, or it could be a skill that's been unlocked on your player board. Enemies will have actions they do throughout an encounter as well, so it's important to protect yourself with shields when possible. Players will play 3 rounds in which they'll try to take out all the enemies present. If enemies escape, they will at times carry out one last attack, and you'll miss out on any rewards they drop from being destroyed. Players will try to make their way from biome to biome, stopping along the way to get upgraded equipment and skills. For example, the prisoners' quarters could lead to the toxic sewers, where new enemies and encounters will be dealt with. Players will stay alive as long as they can, but eventually you may run out of gas and find one of your characters being knocked out. When this happens, you are sent back to the beginning, but this is not the end. This is a chance to get stronger. Here you can spend your hard-earned cells to get permanent upgrades for the future. This can include items that you start the game with, blueprints for powerful weapons and abilities, new cards to use, and more. Now you'll be even more ready for the tasks ahead. Players will work together over time to upgrade their party, traveling further and further through more biomes and facing down lethal bosses in their quest to finally level up high enough to win.